Guys, this video might be a little bit long, but I'm gonna try my best. So if you look at your assignment, you're gonna have we're gonna be doing volume accounts, but we're gonna be using expressions today. Main thing that want you to focus, I want you to focus that, repeating myself there, I want you to really look at your radius and your height. So to begin with, I'm actually gonna write my equation for volume. So volume is gonna be what? Pi r squared times h divided by 3. That's the equation I want you guys to use. A big thing about this, for all the problems that we do today, I want you to focus on the dividing by 3 towards the very end. So always divide by 3 at the very end makes things a lot simpler, or at least for me, it seems a lot easier whenever I wait and I divide by 3 at the very end. So going back to the problem, I'm gonna write what I know. So I know that my radius is gonna be 3x. And I know that my height is going to be x minus 3. All I have to do from here, I just have to set up my problem. So I'm going to rewrite everything, but now I'm going to plug in both of my values right here. So it's going to be pi. I'm going to put 3x squared times h, which is x minus 3. Now I have everything set up. Again, I'm going to wait and divide by 3 towards the very end. So don't worry about that. We'll just remember to do it at the very end. That's going to be your final step. Now I'm just going to kind of simplify or expand per se. So I'm going to rewrite 3x. I'm going to actually rewrite this guy. Oh, I'm mistaken. Gonna rewrite this whole thing right here. Gonna rewrite that whole thing. And I'm going to rewrite it as follows. I'm going to write 3x times 3x. You don't have to do this, but I just like to show it to everybody just so you know what you're doing. So whenever you have anything squared, basically you just multiply the same thing by itself twice. So I'm going to have 3x times 3x, which is going to give me pi is equal to 9x squared. That's all you got to do. And then I'm going to rewrite my x minus 3. I have all that already set up. Now all I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys real quick. I'm going to grab this 9. And I'm going to multiply by the x. And then I'm going to grab the 9 again. And I'm going to multiply by the negative 3. So what I'm going to get is pi is not equal to pi times 9x cubed, because whenever you multiply 9x squared times x, the only thing that's going to change is your exponent on your x. Then I'm going to multiply 9 times negative 3, which is going to give me negative 27 squared. All right, we're almost there. There's just a couple more steps that we need to do. First thing, we need to divide by 3. I'm going to divide the bottom, everything by 3. So how this is going to look, so I'm going to have 9 divided by 3 is equal to 9x. Oh, sorry. Got a little confused there. No, it's not going to be 9x. 9 divided by 3 is going to be 3. It's going to be 3x cubed. And 27 divided by 3 is going to be negative 9x squared. Now, final thing that we have to worry about is our pi. What I'm going to do with the pi now is I'm just going to distribute it all throughout. So I'm going to write 3 pi x cubed minus 9 pi x squared. You can write your answer just like this, or like the top one. I'll take whichever though for this assignment. Doesn't really matter to me. But as long as you do it either way, I'm okay with that. So that's problem number 1 on your assignment. Now problem number 7. Let me go and scroll to number 7 here on my page. It's going to be a little more difficult. I'm going to draw it out real quick. There we go. Looks good enough for me. Right here, my height this time is going to be x12, and my radius, now I'm going to have binomial. So I'm going to have x, 3x minus 3. Again, I'm going to plug everything into my volume equation. I'm going to have pi 3x minus 3 squared times 12x. What's going to happen now is that I'm going to actually have to expand my binomial. You can do it two different ways. You can do it the quick method, but for this example, I'm just going to do the FOIL method. Just because I like doing it, that's what I'm comfortable with, and it works for me all the time. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to rewrite it real quick. So b is equal to pi 3x minus 3 times 3x minus 3. I'm literally rewriting it twice. I'm going to multiply the 12x later, so I'm not going to show it in this step. I'm just going to show like the FOIL method thing. So what you're going to do, you're going to grab 3 and you're going to multiply by 3x. So 3x times 3x is going to give me, again, 9x squared. Now I'm going to grab the 3x, and I'm going to multiply that by the negative 3. That's going to give me a negative 9x. I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the next one. I'm going to pick a different color, purple. But now I'm going to start from the negative 3. I'm going to go negative 3 times 3x. Negative 3 times 3x is going to give me again negative 9x, and finally I'm going to get the negative 3. I'm going to multiply by the negative 3. Once I do that, I'm going to get negative, or actually positive 9, because I have two negatives, right? I'm going to get positive 9. I'm going to combine all my like terms, so I'm going to have 9x squared minus 18x plus 9. At this point, we're still missing two things. I'm missing my pi, right? That's very in the very front. Plus, also what I'm missing is that I need to divide by 3. At this point, all you have to do is just divide by 3. No, actually, I'm very mistaken. I actually completely forgot one step. That's why I want you guys to write all your stuff, because I almost screwed up that problem. So instead of dividing by 3, I'm actually multiplying by 12. Because up here, I forgot to write it right here, correct? So I'm going to go scroll down, and I'm actually multiply by 12 by everything. Just make sure you have a calculator for a reason. These are very big numbers, so some of them are going to be quite big numbers. So just bear with me, but it all works out till the end. So whenever I multiply 9 times 12x, I'm going to get 108x cubed. Now, I'm going to multiply 12 times 18. Let's see what we get whenever I do that. So 12 times 18 is going to be 216 x squared, obviously, because I have 18x times 12x, which is going to give me 216x squared. And finally, I'm going to multiply my 9 by 12x, which is going to give me 108x. At this point, we can actually divide by 3. This is the final step. Well, technically, if you want to leave your answer like this is going to be one of the final steps that you want to do. All I'm going to do, I'm going to divide 108 by 3, which is going to give me 36x cubed minus, it's going to be 216 divided by 3, and I believe that's 72x squared. And then finally, we're going to have 36x. At this point, you can leave your answer just like this. Just don't forget to put the pi and put everything under parentheses, because you have to specify that you haven't distributed pi. At this point, I can distribute pi and final my answer. My final answer should look just like this. 36 pi x cubed minus 72 pi x squared plus 36 pi. Let me see. Oh, I cannot write it, but it'll be an X on the bottom right there. I barely put it, but technically that would be your answer. Just make sure on the bottom you have an X on the very last one. I ran out of space, but that would be your final answer right here. If you want to distribute pi. Obviously, like I said before, you can just keep it like this. And that would be exactly the same thing. Yeah, you can keep it like the top one if you want to. But I'll take whichever the other two you do. So basically that's it. That's the entire video. I know it's kind of long, but I mean I just wanted to show you guys. It took about like 11 minutes, so hopefully you watch this. I know a lot of you probably won't, but for those people who watch it, hopefully this helps. So have a great day, guys.